Hello everyone, welcome to AGTV, time to create. So much fun today. Thank you for joining us. One of the things that happens in live TV regularly are technical difficulties. So if you've had to be patient with us today, we really thank you from all of us. Thank you for hanging in there with us. What's so exciting about the next almost hour's worth of amazing crafts is that we're launching all kinds of new products, and some are about time and then some are about create. And what's so exciting is that you're going to get to see what Create Spring 2026 looks like, which is very exciting. You're going to see a brand new die set dedicated to time, and then we've got all kinds of other new products which are incredible, which have only premiered inside like our November Create event. We created all these amazing things that were specific to the attendees and our private warehouse sale that happened last November 16th. But now they're available here on AGTV. So many things. And we have a giveaway today. And so I'm going to show you a quick little preview of the things that we're going to be giving away, which is our brand new 3D braided concentric dies, our brand new Jasmine 3D concentric dies, and our beautiful Jasmine tonal luxury foil cardstock, and it is in the Jasmine palette. And we actually have a bundle of amazing Jasmine items today. So if you don't know what that is, that was the box pattern for Create in November, and it was one of the collections for one of the days that we worked so beautifully into projects, and it's a really magical collection. So exciting. All right, let's come back with our first item, which is the vintage clock 3D dies. I don't know, so many of you know this about me, and maybe you don't, but I have this really weird relationship to time. And I have an internal clock that works really well. Like, I don't have to set an alarm. I think about time. I'm looking at time. I no longer wear a watch. So it sort of bothers me that I don't know what time it is at all times, but I'm always watching my phone. And then like this live TV thing, it's like, gosh, 1 minute seems like forever. Well, now you can commemorate time with your crafts, and look how much fun. This vintage 3D clock die set is adorable. Look, we've made a little 3D clock, and I've taken the liberties of setting the hands this one's to 11:11. I set this one to 5:55, which is one of my favorite times of the day. The clocks in my house, the antique ones like this that don't work, they're all set to 5:55, which is really kind of funny. And so this die set, brand spanking new. You're going to be seeing it for the first time here on AGTV. It has that beautiful mantle clock shape. It has two hands, and what I want to show you is that we have the smaller hand and the larger hand, like the antique clocks. We have a face with the Roman numerals, which is amazing, and the tiny little hole in the center so that you can actually use a brad to make the hands work. And this is the outline die. And of course, you're getting some great little composition ideas with this set. Now, this is going to work with your Empress machine, your Empress Elite, any of the other machines on the market. And I'm going to cut it out of the Paris green cardstock. Oh my goodness! And I'm using the metal shim to give it a little extra 3D help. And if you ever want even more out of your 3D dies, you can add a second metal shim when you're cutting. And there's our lovely little clock face. And look at this, we have an amazing clock, and it's got feet and everything. This, for those of you that love to make 3D projects, this is definitely the card die set that you're going to want. All right, so you don't have to just put it on the front of the card. You can make a freestanding clock, which we have here in the studio. I'm going to show you. So adorable. So shadow layer fun pink, and then the Paris green. Okay, and I set this one to 555 as well. This one's, the face is done out of a piece of cardstock that, I should have put that on first. And it's sanded to give you that little bit of a detail. So it's like, I think it's a vellum over a cardstock and sand it. It looks so beautiful. And so, of course, we might want to decorate this, and I don't really want to cover up the leg, but hooray, it's your birthday. It's time to celebrate. There's so many really fun ways to work with this, right? So there's a little 3D gift box. This was done where the shadow layers are mounted to chipboard. So talk about a fantastic project to have in your craft room to really, you know, mark time. So many ways to use this. I'm thinking it's great for celebrating, you know, those major life milestones. Maybe you want to celebrate someone's birthday or someone's anniversary, or really just, you know, take the time to connect with another. Now, this is so exciting. It's available today, you know, here on AGTV. It will be part of our shows coming up on HSN on March the 3rd, and so exciting. All right, brand spanking new, lots of fun. Oh, that one's all glued in. Let's see if we can change the time here. Oh, yes, we can. Time to watch AGTV on demand. How fun. All right, now I'm coming back with that braided 3D frame die set. You're going to love it too. Get this question, is this new? Is this new? And there's so many of you that love to collect our products. I mean, I just love you for that. And thank you. And this is new. This is something that we created for this year. So many of you love our 3D dies because they engrave, they emboss, and they die cut, and they do it so beautifully. But the braided frames, it's going to give us a much more organic shape than our traditional frame dies. You see how it looks like this. It's almost like ribbon woven in and out of the layers, and of course it's doing that amazing 3D effect. And so each one of these is like a little dot, so it's engraving the dot and then it's embossing it. This looks very Victorian to me and looks like those beautiful antique ephemera things that we love so much. Now, this is a lovely new shape, and even imagine the concentric shapes becoming, it's an inverted shape. It's also very different than we don't usually cut away and have shapes like that. So very new, very fresh. Lots of great ideas for creating with this die set. Now, here we go. I have our little rose gold matte foil, and you can see it's just, I think this has a very whimsical look to it. It's definitely something that is, you know, if you're looking for something different, like a lot like our Art Nouveau, Salon Nouveau dies, they are very different. This die set is very different. And so you see how we have our lovely little layer, and you see it has just these small cuts in the corner. Now we do have the concentric shapes that you could cut this out and make a frame should you want to, but I love every bit of that detail. That would make a gorgeous note card to write on if you love to create stationery, and using your die sets to do that. I would do that on an ivory piece of cardstock and then write a special note, and so exciting. All right, so roses and roses in the corners, but then there's that inverted interior shape. Isn't that different? Okay, I love that. And this little thought bubble, look at that. This is the perfect size for any of our sentiments. So as you start to look at this die set differently, right, how do you use each one individually on a different project? Not just stacking like this, but really, I've just given you two brand new uses for creating creating, I'm just going to stick this right there, so that you have lots and lots of creative ways of using things. Okay, so wishing you a magical birthday, and if today is your birthday, happy birthday from all of us. We've got lots of cards to celebrate and create those wishes just for you. So birthday greetings, I'm thinking that pretty much any collection that you may have of ours, this is going to make the ultimate decorative statement, right? Adding the texture to the card. Look at the shaped card. Gorgeous shape, right? And I'm guessing when you cut across the card, right, there's just enough for you to connect if you're cutting the shadow layer across a folded card. So many ways to use this. And if you're thinking, oh, what did she just say? I don't know about that. Definitely check out our incredible video library called Finishing School. It's inside our AG membership, and if you ever wanted to know about becoming an AG member, it's right there on the face of our website. It is one of the best ways to join us here with all the things that we do. So lots of learning in Finishing School, and we do lots of techniques and things, paper crafting things that you can take with you across all the things that you love to make. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, I'm coming back with a photo mat bundle that's really a great time saver for all your card crafting. Okay, now once upon a time we had a create event, and it was last May, so May of 2025. And what happened was we had all these beautiful brand new collections that launched inside the event, and everybody went, oh, I want all the pieces. Can I get all the stuff separately? Well, this is what we did. We made a card layer of the photo mats. It's an entire bundle. Look, this is 96 pieces of cardstock, and not only are they beautifully printed and colors, they are double-sided, okay? They are foil stamped. They are 5 by 7, okay? So you see the array of colors. This is so great. We take each one, right, foil stamped on the front, pattern on the back, and every color in our perfect palette. Now, what's so nice is you see how the patterns change, and they are different colors, and you have what's on the front is a tonal on the back. And so whether you're using these for the fronts of cards or you're cutting a few of these with your concentric dies, this is a hack. This is a quick way to make a whole lot of cards. They're perfect for embossing, they're perfect for die cutting, and the color palette is just delicious. Okay, there's a lot of green showing up right here, but there's gold, and there's pink, and there's the robin's egg blue, and look at this on the back, all also patterns. Love that so much. Now, if you're looking at this going, all right, well, how would I use those? This is a fun way to look at that. Okay, so this is the card layer on the front. This is it on the back. This is it from a different set on the back. This is the front of it. So how much fun. It's like doing 2 cards at one time or 4 cards at one time just by using the card layer and the mat. So lots and lots of fun. And so this is what we did at that create event with those photo mats. We made an album that works so perfectly, but you see how many of them were used, right? So you had to have 96, right, to get that to happen. You had to have color coordinated photo mats. So the 4x6 fits right in the middle, and then if you want to cut it down to fit, cut the photo down to fit 2 photos, easily done. Okay, now if we're gonna make a card, right, so I have ivory cardstock from the craft room. The 5x7 goes right on the front. There's really nothing else right there that you need to do, right? There's, just might want to throw a few embellishments in and then have a little fun. But on the back of that mat is this pattern pattern. So you're getting multiples of each one. So you actually got this tonal pattern which matches the border perfectly. That's what I think is very ingenious about this. Same thing, right? Here we've cut down the middle and used it again, right? So that you have this over and over again. So wishing you a fabulous birthday. Back to you and your birthday. Here we have the easiest cards. They're completely buildable. 96 card layers, double-sided, foil on the top, right? Great for framing, great for adding a little texture to your cards, and even maybe you want to use your Empress Guild on the solids. Maybe you want to mix and match some patterns with your favorite collections. There you go, a little gilding on the back. So easy to use. Okay, now we don't have to go anywhere because we are going to say hello to our special guest today. Mindy, are you here?
I am. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We match.
We do.
How did that happen?
I guess we think alike.
Exactly. And tell me, Mindy, or tell everyone watching a little bit about yourself and where you're from and what you love about crafting.
My name is Mindy Compton Gold. I live in Papillion, Nebraska. I'm a stay-at-home mom to a very special little girl. I love crafting because it's my outlet. It's stress relieving, and you can preserve your memories.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you have a lot of patience with us today. I want to thank you for that. Number one, you spent the whole day with us, didn't you? A little birdie told me that you love our Create events. Now, you're joining us in May, so what number will that be?
5.
Oh.
Be my fifth event.
My goodness. And do you know that we are doing something so special for this event? We are celebrating the themes of grace, courage, and love. Now, which one of those are you most excited about?
Probably love and courage.
Yeah, yeah, because like, right, when we want to give courage to someone, right, crafting makes it very easy for us to do that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I think spreading love, card making is all about spreading love. So tell me about that special little girl that you just spoke about. She's love, right?
I do. I do love that little girl. She was born very premature. We had a very long 8-month NICU stay before she got to come home for the first time. During that hospital stay is where I fell in love with crafting. The March Dimes sponsored a once a month scrapbooking event in the library of the NICU. They supplied all of our supplies, and it was a way to do something positive while still being very close to the bedside.
Oh wow. I love that. I wonder how we could support the March of Dimes and that initiative. Wouldn't that be a great thing to do? Yeah. Do we freeze? Uh-oh. Grayson, are we oh, you're still there. Okay, great. We have lots of technical weirdness today. I'm sorry about that. Did you answer about the March of Dimes? I just didn't hear it.
I didn't. I'm not sure. It was just they were in our local hospital.
Huh?
I know they're nationwide.
Yeah.
You may even have a chapter in your city as well.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh well, we'll definitely check that out. So you're celebrating a big birthday this year, or just recently?
Just recently in December, yeah, I did. I celebrated my 50th birthday.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
I'm leaving your group this year, but I'm not going to do that till August. It's funny, you know, those major milestones, right? Those big birthdays, they get big cards like that cute little clock die set that we just had on. I'd love to send that to you for being with us today. Would you like to have it?
Oh, I would. I actually collect clocks.
You do?
I
How
love that die. That is beautiful.
poof, I will make that happen. How wonderful. And is there, let's see. So, you know, you and I are going to get to see each other again, May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. What would you tell people watching that they might not know if they've never attended? Why would they want to attend?
I would say it's to find a community. The craft room is great for finding local people to craft with. Um, it's always different. I love that. And you get to think outside of the box.
Yeah, yeah. That community piece of it, I always say, you know, you might come for the crafts, but you stay for the friends. That it's like I know our community because of the craft room and because of these experiences that we keep having over and over again every 6 months. And like I just can't, it's my favorite part too. So thank you for highlighting that for everyone. And I can't wait to see like who you meet in May. So you promise me you'll skip around to tables and tables and meet at least one new person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Good. Well, Mindy, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you on May 1st, and if not before, and we're going to get that die set right out to you today, okay?
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you. Bye for now. Oh, so wonderful. See, that's the best part. Again, connecting with one another. All right, coming right back with our Jasmine 3D concentric die set. That's really funny. Grayson joined the Super Bowl this past weekend, and he's been telling me all the stories because he was like rubbing some shoulders with some serious musicians, and he does that, you know, on the regular. But wow, yeah. Good for you, Grayson, wizard. What did you call him? What'd you call? The cultural icon that Grayson Barton is. Okay, very good. Now, once upon a time, which was just last November, on the 16th, we had a private warehouse sale at the end of our Create event. And I made all these beautiful things that were just for the people that attended the event. It's another reason you want to join us in May, because there'll be another private warehouse sale. But so today, we're actually launching the things that were made just for that sale, which is so exciting. This is our Jasmine 3D concentric die set. Now, what you're looking at is a Persian-inspired design. And, you know, even this little pie crust edge on the concentric dies, I just love this, right? It's kind of a scallop, but it's got a, you know, an interesting little corner, both of the corners. Then this centerpiece is so beautiful. It looks like it could look Moroccan. It could look so many different cultures could be represented in this, which I think is so exciting. All right, so we're going to give you an idea sheet. And we're talking about a very intricate design that engraves into the paper. Now, when you're thinking about using the Jasmine collection with the die set, that's what this looks like. This too, isn't that fun? So we've cut the main part of the Jasmine paper with that center die I think that's absolutely beautiful. And then the edges, that little pie crust edge that I was just talking about, I just think this is so beautiful. That's a term that most people use for furniture. I don't know where I got that, but I'm really into these edges today. And so here we go. Let me just show you how great this is. So we're going to cut the outer frame and out of some gold cardstock. And then, you know, this is going to make a really pretty shape. So again, if you're looking at these outer frame dies as stationery makers, I would, okay? Look at that, right? This is a gorgeous photo mat. This would put a 4x6 photo right in the middle. All those intricate little edges and the little points, it's just perfect. So from here, all right, we're gonna take the Jasmine cardstock and the Jasmine embellishments and a border, and don't worry, these papers are coming up in 2 products. Okay, gorgeous. Stripe on stripe, and then the incredible embellishments that were all colored to go with Jasmine on this lovely birthday. Okay, Mindy, happy birthday. How cute. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, as you're looking at this, again, your library of dies is probably quite full. And it's like, oh, I don't need another one. Or maybe I do. Who knows? This one, you can see very clearly the difference that this one is from, say, some of our more elaborate dies. This one's just, it's concentrated. It's highly decorative, and it does give off a full different vibe than some of the things that we have been making lately. Look at that, using the center die as a corner. I love that. And then, of course, we're making easel dies, easels out of the dies. We're making gorgeous expressions of this design with all of our collections. There's really no end to how creative you can be with this lovely new set. Okay, next up, I have the Jasmine tonal cardstock that is to die for, so don't miss it. Prettiest paper we've ever made. Yes, I said that. Jasmine tonal foil. The reason it's so beautiful is because of how well it goes with the paper collection, but we decided to start with this because this is a considered purchase for paper. It's expensive, and I know it, but it's only because it takes so many processes to make it. Look at this. So it's 12 sheets of 12 by 12, 12 sheets of 6 by 8, and this, do you want to see the foil coverage, right? This looks like, it's like spun out of gold, right? So the design is embossed into the paper, and you see the embossing on the back, and then it's foil stamped. And this is the Jasmine blue. We have gold on ivory. Oh, so beautiful. We have the Jasmine pink. We have a tonal, like traditional gold. Then we have the highlight color, which you're going to see in the collection. And then we have the cranberry. So all of those colors in the 12 by 12, you're getting 2 of each sheet, each color, and again in the 6 by 8, so you can cut this down and use the scraps. So absolutely beautiful. All right, how does that work? I like to say use this sparingly, but here we've used it a lot on the background and on the cut. But here's where I think that it really does start to shine. When it's the background of something, it's just the perfect texture adder without having to do the embossing yourself. All right, are you ready for the world's prettiest scrapbook page? Oh my goodness. Okay. Look at that. Oh, I just love you. Okay, we have to make that at Create. Yes, we do. And it has to go in a shadow box frame. And here's the tonal foil, but I'm marveling at the fun little vellum thing. And I'm just looking at you, Lisa, because you need to take that and put it on your desk. So we can do that. Okay, but then the tonal foil that we have, you know, it is so easy to use when you're working with the 12 by 12, really to make something. This is great for a title page to a scrapbook. It would be a beautiful cover of a scrapbook. And if you love to make books or journals or junk journal, cutting this up into little scraps is a great way to use this paper. And I'm a big fan of having it be, you know, something small and something not so busy, because the paper is so busy, right? That you can feel the texture right there on the screen. So gorgeous, cut a little tiny frame, and we don't really need much here because, right, we're just gonna have a little present. We're letting the paper be the star of the show. So easy, all right? So 12 sheets. There are 12 sheets of the, it's 24 in total, so 12 of the 12 by 12 and 12 of the 6 by 8. And look at, isn't that a fun brand new color? Gorgeous. All right, so however you choose to use this, my goodness, it's so beautiful. All right, I'm thinking that it would be really beautiful with the Jasmine dies where it just all goes together. Oh, look at that, fun. There's a scrap card, love that. So on the diagonal, get your scoring board, get your paper trimmer, and go to town. So many beautiful ways to use that paper. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm coming back with the paper bundle and all the embellishments and the borders and all the stuff for its big bundle launch. Okay, this is all of it. I got lots of stuff here on the table. My goodness. All right, so in this bundle, you're getting the cardstock collection, right, which is 24 sheets of 12 by 12, 24 sheets of 6 by 8. You're getting the everyday border stickers to match. There's 72 of these, and then you're getting the everyday die cuts. There's 84 of these, all in our one bundle. So what's so fantastic about that is, I mean, you can look and see, like look how gorgeous the collection is and how pretty everything goes together. Now, this is what all the fuss is about, which is this collection. And let me get you the main event pattern here. There she is. Okay. Ta-da! All right, gorgeous. All right, and that's that gorgeous blue-green and everything that we've just been talking about Jasmine. This is Jasmine. She is in two colorways here, and I'm just going to flip through these. So you're getting foil stamped cardstocks, all right, in the two colors. You're getting that wonderful paisley pattern, and then some geos, and then some traditional. Doesn't that look like a carpet design? For real. Okay, and then the gorgeous foil with each one of these. There's the secondary colorway for Jasmine. And for those of you that love Jasmine like I do, you're going to be thrilled to hear that there's a holiday version coming your way this year in all the rich reds and greens in the colors. So that's the paper. Gosh, that's really beautiful. So then we have the borders that match. And can we show this overhead? Or did it go away too? Okay, good. So we have the borders that were from the entire Create event in the 72 borders that you're getting, and so it's not just the Jasmine ones, which is, I think, it's even more fun. But you can see how we do such great work in combining color palettes so everything works together. And then the array of the die cuts, they're all hand painted flowers, and they're all single layer. So for those of you that want to create, you're getting multiples of each one. So if you want to create a 3D embellishment, you can do that. But if you like it nice and flat, right, you could just leave it as the single layer. So beautiful. All right, this is a lot of stuff in that one kit. Okay, let's make something. Here we go. Oh, the braided frames. Here we go with the Jasmine cardstock. I love it. Okay, we've used the inner die to make a frame. And you see what just happened? I'm just going to take that off. I just want to call your attention to something. Okay, so pattern in the background, pattern on the shadow, on the main cut of the main die, okay? Nothing in the middle, all right? There's a shadow layer in matte foil. Now what's happening is they took the main die, used the inner die to cut, right? And look at what happened. I love that effect so much because we kept this pattern. We got a new one out here. We've got a new one out there. Love the play on pattern in this demonstration. This is a great way to think about, you know, combining colors, combining patterns, and you're getting a whole lot of depth by creating your own collage card topper with those borders and then all the embellishments that come with it. So adorable. Okay. This has got a fresh look to me. This looks like something fun and very different. And if you're always searching for the latest, greatest, this is definitely one of those. You can see this jasmine blue. The hints of it are so incredibly perfect for those cards coming up this summer, right? Maybe you're starting to think about Father's Day cards. This color and pattern is perfect for a more masculine look. So many ways to use this. Okay, lots of fun, and there's some of our create projects from the fall, and you see how gorgeous you didn't get this yet. This is the Jasmine matte foil, all special custom color. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, and look at that. There were rub-ons too. Oh, fun. That's just reminding me of how much fun we had last November, all with those projects, revisiting those incredible things. And if you have them in your craft room, I encourage you to use them. Okay, coming back with all things lucky. I wish you could hear Grayson's Irish accent because, you know, if you've ever met him, he is a giant leprechaun. We just need to get him a hat. But he has a big red beard. And so here we have some things for you, Grayson, that are all about being lucky. This is our Lucky Stamps and Die set. It's a total of 12 dies and 12 clear stamps. So you're going to stamp the image and then use the die to cut out the image as if you have printed it, which I think is a really wonderful way to do this. You have a shamrock, you've got a wishbone, you've got a horseshoe, and then lots of blooming things for your crafting pleasure. So great little idea sheet for creating this sort of letterpress look. But you know, today I was working in my archive and I stumbled across something that I just absolutely love. And I wanted you to see some inspiration, like things that inspire me. And so look at this. Isn't this beautiful? It's from 1933. And the horseshoe has, this is fabric and it's pleated around a gold horseshoe. And you know, there was a lot of controversy here over the years where the shamrock was not a four-leaf clover. And then the horseshoe, if it was upside down, the luck poured out. But even with this beautiful thing, it's a 3D, it's attached 3D, it does pop up, and it says, what does it say? Let's see. Oh, fun. It gets prettier. Cher Perrine in the year 1933, and something, let's just say that it's something lovely in French. Okay, but then it gets better, and this, look, it says Janvier 1934. Oh, I love this. So Renee, oh, let's see, forever something. Oh, animated? I don't know. I can't read this, but I bet you can. Right? For those of you that love French, I'm thinking you think this is amazing. And it's definitely about a birthday. How exciting. Oh, I love this. Okay, so maybe you want to recreate this on your own. I'm going to put that right there so it doesn't go anywhere. But if you're thinking about the lucky stamps and dies and you're like, okay, I want to use those. I want to play with those. We've got these cards coming up next. They're already shaped, and it is a 4-leaf clover. Good luck and best wishes in antique typography. Okay, this came right off of an antique piece of ephemera. We have so many ways to create a stamped image, right, with this set and perfectly die cut it. Love this. Good luck and best wishes. So easy to use. Okay, I'm just gonna show you a bunch of really fun projects. I don't know that the luck pours out of the wishbone. You know, this is like, we called this a pulley bone growing up. My grandmother would dress an entire chicken every Sunday, meaning she would she would cut up the chicken and she would fry the chicken. And then my sister and I, we always got the pulley bone. And, you know, I don't know that I won a lot, but I definitely remember it sitting on the windowsill. Like, it would sit on the windowsill to dry out, and it had to be dry in order to have the contest. So you can do that with a paper version anytime you want, and I'm sure that you will win because the paper will rip very easily and it doesn't have to be dry. If it was wet, it would tear even faster. Okay, how much fun. All right, so you can see all these great samples that our crafts team has done, and if you're getting inspired to send somebody a little luck this year, this is a great stamp set and die set to work with. I love it. Okay, I'm going to come back with those cute little shaped cards because I really like those, so don't go anywhere. Still here. I love the fact that we made these cards. So this is 36 shamrock shaped cards. They're basically 4-leaf clover shaped cards and envelopes, but they're vellum envelopes, which is really fun. Comes this little box, and they're in all these fun shades of green. Okay, so somebody did this card where they backed it with one of the shaped cards to give it a little, you know, shadow effect. So much fun. Like, cut the top of it off and make a little standing easel card. Adorable. And so this is an extravaganza of green, and if you love dark green and light green and sage green, and you know, many of these are foil stamped. They are blank inside, and they do have a little place on the back for you to write handmade by, you know, fill in your name or something fun. You know, it doesn't have to be from you. Oh, that's another fun memory I have. It was like every Christmas we would make tags for the presents. Like, you had to wrap the presents and then you had to make the tags for the presents. And I didn't have all this crafting stuff when, you know, as a kid. So we'd make the tag out of the wrapping paper, but my sister and I would make up the craziest shit about who the gift was from. It was like, we'd go to, you know, to mom, but then we would sign the president's name and we would sign, you know, the mayor's name. We would just come up with all these crazy people, and they even got presents from the cats. So that's why I say, if you want to say back here, handmade by, I don't know, whoever, that would be fun. Okay, little luck goes a long way with these beautiful cards. There's not a lot of room on the card. You don't have to use a lot of embellishments. Nice little center focal point, a fun sentiment, and you are done. But if you want to be a little more substantial with these, right, mount them to a 5x7 card, all right? They just go out a little bit, you know, not too much. They're not going to overhang so that you can't get them in the envelope. So 5x7, they'll still fit in a standard 5x7, or you could use an A8 envelope depending on how thick you make the card. Okay, so adorable. 36 cards, 36 vellum envelopes, lots of fun. And it'll just get your card making in shape. Okay, we'll be right back with our amazing lucky vellum card toppers. That have been with us since the beginning, right? And you've kept up with every single product that we've made, and I salute you. And this is something that you might have, that you just might have. This is our charmed vellum card toppers, but I'm thinking that you used it, right? The leprechaun, look, we cut him off right there. He's not so lucky there. But this is such a fun embellishment set. It's just the toppers, okay? It's not the cards themselves. Get a little idea sheet, but this is just the prettiest, all right? So you start out with these. There are 24 card layers, and they're in lovely styles of green, okay? So that's a 5x7 card layer. There are 24 of these. And what happens from there is that you take all these pieces, right? And so we have foil stamped vellum layers that go right in the middle, lots of beautiful greens again, and a little yellow and gold. Then long sentiments, and these are so easy to use. Happy St. Patrick's Day, friend. May all your rainbows end with a pot of gold. And then we have the beautiful antique ephemera die cuts. We have the leprechaun himself and little flowers and lovely little things that are great for wishing someone luck. Okay, I like that. I like how they work. I like how easy it is to put it together. No die cutting really, nothing but collage. You don't have to get out a machine. Although, you know, if you're gonna add a little die cutting here like this, you would. Oh, every one of these has that. Well, anyway, designed to be standalone, but you know, without all that, but here you go. All I have are examples. This one's all by itself. There we go, we have one. So nice and restful. Okay, love this. There's 153 pieces in this little set. So you're going to be making at least 24 cards, and if not, embellishing more. And so each one beautifully designed to go together and be perfect. Okay, I love that. All right. So that's enough luck for one day. I'm going to move this machine. We're coming back with your first look. Well, our members have seen this, but your first look, maybe you're not a member, but you're going to be, at the Create Spring 2026 event content. say hello to Create Spring. This is the real deal. This is the first of the first. This is the box that comes to you. Now, there's no other event. There's no other crafting event that has this kind of thing going on. There's lots of events, and we have, I think, perfected the experience. We have made the experience that we want to have, meaning this will be our 17th or 18th event. May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And that means that you're going to be joining us, should you choose to participate, you're going to be joining us for 3 days from the comfort of your own home. And this is shipping, this box is worth over $1,500 worth of materials and tools inside this box. It's shipping to you mid-April, which is really exciting, in time for the prep videos that come out, which this year are going to show you some really special things. We're going to show you some adhesive placement. You're going to get to do the die cutting ahead of each class, because we have 9 live classes over those 3 days. Each one's 90 minutes. It's 19 hours of expert instruction and entertainment, and it is just the best thing that we do twice a year. So amazing. So let me introduce you to each one of the days. So each day is a celebrated theme, and these are themes that are, I think, important to crafters and definitely important to me. And we start out on day 1 with grace. And you know, grace is something that to me is something I have to show myself, that I show others every single day. It is something that is so incredibly important in life. And so what you're looking at are all double-sided pieces of cardstock. Each collection has a whole bunch of things. I'm not sure. We have, I think it's over, gosh, I want to say it's like 300 pieces in each one. Yeah, 309 in each collection. So you see how Grace, Grace is our brand new rose collection. She's pretty special. Let me show you what we have designed dies that work for that day. We also have 31 dies included in this set, which what you're looking at is just the frame dies and the little word die, but there are so many more things, and I don't have the embellishments to show you. But let me just move on to day 2, which is about courage. And this is our first event where we have really dedicated time and attention to a more masculine palette, but we're going to be making cards and scrapbooking pages. And if you don't know about this spring event, what is so special about it is that we take you through paper crafting techniques. So in each class, we're making 3 cards and 3 page layouts, scrapbook layouts, using one technique that you will master. So you can do both tracks, or you can just do the card track, but then you're getting all this amazing stuff, right, to work with these collections. So it's an amazing experience. Just the takeaway of the learning itself is worth the price of admission. And today we have this really special coupon. It's called Save 30 Create that you can use to purchase your ticket. It's normally $430 to come to the event, but today you can get it for $400 by using Save 30 Create at checkout. So that's an amazing thing. All right, the courage dies, right? You see how we have a little bit more masculine of the frame die, and you see how absolutely beautiful that is, and they're 3D, of course. Everything that we make is 3D from now on, and always has been. Now we just say that for the guild so that you can use them. This is Charlie. She or he is day 3, and this is about love. and we're going to be spreading love with the most adorable collection. It has a more youthful approach. So if there are grandkids in your life or you're scrapbooking, you can see we have, you know, a dark and a light approach to the entire collection. Now, love, you know, for me, right? So I love me some Harlequin, and that is one of the themes that you're going to see very clearly throughout this event, and to see how gorgeous the die is for the frames. Now, this whole event is about creation, right? So we're creating with these 31 dies. So we have, this is 6 dies. These are the 12-inch border dies that match those frames. This is really fun because it's a little string. It looks like it has smocked the paper when it's cut. And I have one. There you go. Look at it up close. Isn't that amazing? So the full 12-inch border dies, we're going to be doing all kinds of amazing things with those in those frames. And then we have the world of tags and flags. And for those of you that have joined us for many of our events, this is the first thing that you ask for. I want this die. I need this die. And what it is a full 5x7. And this is what this is going to serve you really well. And these are the concentric shapes inside of it. We also have a truncated one. But then the tags and flags, this isn't going to really show it to you, but we have a large tag. We have photo corner dies. We have some embellishment dies. And then we have the little flags to create banners. And we're going to be having the best time with all of those things. Okay, so, and if you're an AG member and you're watching right now, you know, you will always get the very best price for the event. Always, always, always. So your 10% discount gets you this event for $387 every day, all day long. But if you're using the coupon code today, SAVE30CREATE, definitely use that at checkout to get yours for $400. Okay, look at that. I told you I love me some lattice. See, pretty. Okay, so is that. Oh my goodness. All right, we are going to be making some amazing things. And one of the things that people always ask me is like, okay, well, how does it work? How do I participate at home? I made a little video to show you what it looks like. We have a private platform. This is not hosted on YouTube or Facebook. That platform, this is the prep videos that you actually start with. You've got more than 2 weeks to do all of the prep work, and then you can watch the event on full screen on your television or your device, right? And these are people that have joined us from the comfort of their own home. Look how happy they are. They are following along step by step, and they're watching the instant crafting replay. And in this platform, each day you have the classes and an agenda, and every single class has downloadable instructions step by step to do each class. And what's so fun is it's like it's the cuts, it's the project, it's everything up close, it's everything that you need to put it together. And so that's a good takeaway, but we do it all live. And so you can connect with the people in the event by state groups, by all over the world. We have like groups listed there. We have a place in our event where you can post your progress and see how others are functioning with you. And then the best part is the craft room, and that is each night, and where we get together and we get to meet each other and see those beautiful smiling faces and talk to each other. And that's where these lifelong friendships are made. And this is the best part. You can go back to that event time and time again, any time you want to after each live session has concluded. So if you've joined us for previous events, your email address is still your ticket in. So that is a really fun way to know that, you know, I think it's a lot of money to join us, but we want you to learn, and we want you to connect, and we want you to create, but the beauty of the whole thing is the getting together. So, all right, that's it. All right, save 30 for create. Save 30 create gets you $400 for the event. There's 1,500 pieces in this thing, 31 dies. Oh my goodness. No, 960 pieces, $1,500 worth of stuff. Okay, whatever works. Okay, all right. So I want to back up and give away the three things with the braided concentric frames, the Jasmine concentric dies, and the Jasmine tonal foil to the people that can answer this question. Okay, what are our three themes for Create? All right, answer in the chat. We're going to be picking the right answer for the person number 15, 16, and 17 with the right answer of those three themes. And our team is picking them out of the chat as we speak. And good job, everybody, for listening. And I can't wait to create with you. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye for now.